Greetings and salutations, everybody. Sean here, and I've been waiting for this movie since before 2009, way back when James Cameron first announced that he was planning on making a movie. So yeah, it's a long time coming for me. So without further ado, let's do this. There you go.
It's a harsh world. The strong prey on the weak down here.
The sun shines upon you again. Hear this prayer in my heart.
Does it bother you that I'm not completely human?
And will never
I'd do whatever I had to
Oh,
for you. I'd give you whatever I have. I'd give you my heart.
Alita, they will come
that
for
looks
you.
good. That's a new character. That is a good.
I think you are someone very special.
Okay, let's have a bit of a discussion about that really quick. It looks good to me. I've always been a fan of Robert Rodriguez's work, but there have been a few times where I wondered, especially when he was announced for this movie, I wondered if he could pull it off, given just his directorial style. Like I said before, like most everybody else, I was introduced to him in Desperado. And then I went back and I watched El Mariachi, and I seen his Sin City movies, which, while I thought the Sin City movies were, the first Sin City was really good. The second one, I enjoyed Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. I think that was the name of it. But Sin City 2, I enjoyed it. The only problem is they waited so long to do a sequel to that movie that it felt a bit dated. Whereas with Sin City, it felt sort of groundbreaking. It felt sort of revolutionary. But they waited so long to get the sequel out that it seemed as if, everything else had passed it by, even though I still enjoy it. Now, and of course, there's a Spy Kids movie there, whatever they are. And then there's a few other things that he did that are like Planet Terror, and then there's some other stuff that he did I think just didn't gel too well. But anyway, long story short, I'm a fan of his work. I'm a fan of the guy. I was a little bit apprehensive when he got named to be the director of the movie, but I was willing to just wait and see. From the trailer, I like what I see. I like the tone of the movie. I like the look of the movie. I like the way Alita looks for the most part. The only thing that's throwing me off are the eyes. I'm wondering, I understand in the manga she has big eyes, but I always felt that that was just because of the way the character was drawn, not simply because, she just has these naturally big eyes. The big eyes sort of makes her look a little too cartoonish for me. While I was sitting here speaking, Gollum popped into my head, so I'm picturing, she has those Gollum eyes. But maybe that can work, maybe that can't work. I'd have to see more of it. I have to actually watch the movie and see how I feel about it. If it's a situation to where I'm watching a movie and I forget about how big the eyes are, or if they just sort of blend in with everything else, you know what I mean. If I'm not constantly watching the movie going, man, her eyes are big. What big eyes you have? Said Grandma. If I cannot be distracted by the eyes, then that'll be good. But if I'm too distracted by the eyes, then that may be an issue. We'll just have to wait and see for the movie. I was a little bit distracted in the trailer, but then again, the trailers were like, what, less than 2 minutes or something. So yeah, about 2 minutes. So I have to wait for the whole movie to tell exactly how distracted I will be by those, big gollum eyes. There was a few moments in there where it looked CGI-ish. It looked sort of video game-ish. It looked, well, no, I don't even want to say video game-ish. The quality looked, okay, here we go. Not video game-ish. It looked CGI animated movie-ish, which basically is what this live action CGI movie is, but you know what I'm saying. It looks better than what you would find in a video game, cutscene. It looks better than that, but it doesn't look realistic. It looks like if somebody should go, I'm gonna make a CGI animated movie, but I want the characters to look very realistic. That's what she looked like in some of the scenes, and it was enough to notice, but not so much to take me out of it. It almost, and I was looking at one scene towards the end where it shows her, she rolls down this trash heap and she's standing there. That's when it really looked video game-ish, and well, you could really tell it was CGI to me. But she was just standing there, and the body looked fine. The face looks a little cartoon, but the body looked fine. It was the clothes. It was the clothes that was throwing me off. I think that, now I don't animate stuff, I'm that type of guy. I don't work doing that type of work. But I think that what they need to do, or at least try, maybe they did try, instead of sitting there trying to do a full body animation where they animate the clothes and everything, just have the person wear clothes, wear normal clothes, and then just have the arms CGI the rest of them. I mean, maybe that's a little bit more difficult to do, given the fact that when you move, maybe the fabric of the clothes may move a certain way that may, cause some issues with the animation. I'm not sure, but maybe try doing that. The clothes is what really threw me off on that, especially the shirt she had really threw me off. But everybody else looked, for the most part, from what I see, I have to watch the trailer again and study a little bit more. But everybody else looked fine. I can't remember what's the guy's name. Ah, crap. It was the cyborg that was walking around, the other cyborg guy that you saw, the one walking around. So I think he may have had the mohawk, his face, the rest of the body of cyborg. He looked good. The other guy with the blades coming out of the fingers, he looked really good. That looked great. The set, the scenery, the world that they're in, everything about this movie so far looks good. It looks like it should be a good movie. It looks like it should be well received. Again, the only complaints that I have, and they're not really complaints, I would list them as concerns. The only concerns I have are how the big eyes are going to play, and also the CGI in some scenes, looking a little too cartoonish. But other than that, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And like I said before, I was a little disappointed. I'm going to be honest, I got extremely frustrated. Because before 2009, this is years before 2009. It had probably around, I can't even remember. I keep wanting to say 2005ish, probably before that. But long story short, years before Avatar came out in 2009. Years before Avatar came out, James Cameron announced that he was going to make a Battle Angel movie. And he said he was going to do this movie Avatar first, and then he was going to do Battle Angel. And of course, Avatar came out, and then no Battle Angel. And then years went by, no Battle Angel. Nearly a decade goes by. No Battle Angel. Well, a decade goes by and we're finally getting Battle Angel. But no, years go by, no Battle Angel. Then James Cameron started talking about doing Avatar 2, 3, on up the line. I'm thinking, you mother effer. Censored myself. Anyway, I'm thinking, where's Battle Angel? I don't give a crap about your Avatar movies. I want my Battle Angel movie. And then we finally got it, and it's here. And I think that that's to the best, because I think now the technology that we have with movie making and just special effects, it's at a point to where you should be able to successfully pull off a movie like this, just with the motion capture, the animation, everything. So, while I had to wait, and a lot of fans had to wait, I think it's for the best. But anyway, yeah, I'm super excited about this movie. I will be going to go see this movie. I can't wait to see little bit more of the trailers and stuff to get a better feel for it. But as of right now, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about the movie, and I guess with that, I'll catch you on the flip side.